Hola, my name is Andrea Mujica, and I will be talking about the media in the country of Venezuela. According to the CIA World Center, Venezuela is a country located in northern South America, bordering the Caribbean Sea and the North Atlantic Ocean, between Colombia and Guyana. Venezuela Analysis reports that with a huge diversity of wildlife in a variety of protected habitats, Venezuela is considered to be among the 17 most mega-diverse countries in the world, and it is home to the tallest waterfall on Earth, known as the Angel's Fall. Venezuela is currently under a socialist and totalitarian regime. According to One World's Nation Online, the executive branch has exercised increasingly authoritarian control over other branches of government. At the same time, democratic institutions have deteriorated, threats to freedom of expression have increased, and political polarization has grown. Since 2014, Venezuela has seen several riots. According to CNBC, the latest mass protests were triggered after Maduro's government on October 20, 2016, blocked a referendum that would have allowed for his legal removal from power. Had the referendum passed, Venezuela would have been able to elect a new president. According to Al Jazeera, the whole media landscape is very well controlled by the government, and the journalists have been neutralized. As an example, in February 2017, CNN reported that the Venezuelan government ordered cable providers to take CNN en Español off the air, days after CNN aired an investigation into the alleged fraudulent issuing of Venezuelan passports and visas. Today, an unaccountable executive branch and a partisan judiciary rule over a citizenry that effectively lacks politician representation, and as a result, the Freedom House reported that Venezuela is the second of two countries in South America to fall into the not free category. The other country is Cuba. The CIA World Center reports that Venezuela remains highly dependent on oil revenues. The country ended 2015 with an estimated of 275% of inflation. Last year, 2016, the country had an inflation rate of 550%, according to El Nacional, a local newspaper. And the estimated inflation rate for the year of 2017 is that of a 741% for the end of the year. The Hofstede Center reports that the country falls into one of the most collectivistic countries in the world, with a score of 12. Venezuelans work together to complete tasks and solve problems, and they care deeply about building relationships. According to the CIA World Center, an example of this is the rate of internet access in the country, that is of a 61.9%. Also, the country had approximately 18 million users in 2015. Venezuelans like to maintain relationships, and this is shown by the high rate of cell phone adoption, with 99 out of 100 individuals owning a mobile device. The CIA World Center reports that the country possesses 13 public service networks and 61 privately owned TV networks. According to an article written by BBC News, 70% of Venezuela's radio and TV stations are private hands, with just under 5% are state-owned. The rest are community media organizations, most pro-government. Two of the most popular TV channels are Televen and Venevision. Both these TV networks are privately owned. However, people in other countries can watch the media content at Venevision by watching Univision. Lately, Venezuelans have been turning to the internet to get a hold of the news. This was even more apparent after the government took CNN en Español out of the air. During the last week of March of 2017, the OEA, which is the Charter of the Organization of American States, approved the implementation of the Democratic Letter. This letter was created to be implemented when the citizens of a country were being denied their human rights. As the Freedom House reports, Venezuela is now a not free country. People are being denied the right to know the truth, and those who dare to report it are taken as political prisoners by the government. 3 facts about Venezuela are: Number 1. Venezuela got its name after the Italian word Venezuela, which means Little Venice. Number 2. The country is recognized as the world's capital of lightning because of the Catacumbo, phenomenon where lightning strikes the Maracaibo Lake for 10 hours straight at least 160 days a year. Number 3. Venezuela's breakfast, the arepa, was ranked as the world's best breakfast in 2014. Thank you for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this video.